But how y'all doing, man? What's going on today? How was your weekend? How was your weekend going? Are you all having fun? You all did something that's worth doing on this weekend? I didn't do a damn thing because I don't do much on weekends because I like to rest. Adriana, I'm just thinking about you, Adriana. For some reason, you crossed my mind just this morning. How you doing? Hey, Jess, how you doing? Hey, Adri. Um, I have to go to the gym, so I ain't gonna take too long. It's Sunday. I know you all gotta go to church. Hey, Jamisha. Hey, Jamisha. You went to concert? Okay. Dal rice and fried bang. Okay, that sounds delicious. Sounds like some Indian food right there, huh? I'm doing good too. I'm doing good too, Adriana. I don't know why these people just keep sending me these same requests. Hey, Deani, how you doing? So let me get into it, man. Let me get into it. Yesterday, I was listening to someone speak. Nothing bad. Just I was just listening, and something that I realized is that a lot of us deal with toxic people, right? A lot of us always talk about toxic people. We are so quick. We are quickly talking about these toxic people, and toxic people has taken up a whole bunch of space in our minds. It has taken up a whole bunch of rooms in our mind. Toxic, man, this thing is. Hold on, let me close this thing because Lord, this thing is in my face. Okay, hold on, let me close it some more. Lord, that sun is shining down. Um, hey, only one, how you doing? Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Hey, Laura. Yeah. So a lot of us talk about toxic people, and toxic people have taken up so much space in our minds, right? And in our heads, and in our emotions, and our feelings, and our thoughts, and we even put our reasons for being who we are and how we feel and the suffering that we endure. We even put that on a toxic person, a toxic individual. And most of the toxic people that we're using, the people that we are using to be toxic, are usually our exes or our current partners, even our parents, right? Because somebody has to be toxic for you to act the way you act, right? Somebody has to be toxic for you to behave the way you behave. And somebody has to be toxic for you to hold on to your anger. Somebody has to be toxic for you to act out of character. Somebody has to be toxic for you to hold on to a grudge. Somebody has to be toxic, right? Somebody has to be toxic for you to hold on to a bunch of suffering and pain and guilt and shame and insecurities and doubt. Somebody has to be toxic. And so we make it a thing. We make it a thing to point our fingers at every toxic individual that we know. A matter of fact, we're gonna even realize that everybody becomes toxic in our life. Do you know why we meet all these toxic person? You know why we meet all these toxic people? You all don't understand why we meet all these toxic people? Because everybody to us is toxic. You know why we meet all these toxic? You know why we attract toxic people? Let me tell you why. Let me be honest. It's not because they are toxic, it's because you are toxic. Hey Justin, how you doing? It's only because we are toxic and we think people are toxic because the way how we respond to people, the way how we judge them, the way how we perceive them, the way how we think about them, and the way how we can't control their behaviors and their action. Who's the toxic ones? You see, if you can't control somebody's what they do, if you can't control what they say, if you can't control their behaviors, if you can't control where they go and how they, you know what I'm saying, how they are and how they show up, they become toxic, not realizing that we must be the toxic one to try to control people to act a certain way so that we can feel peace. Many of us, we talk about toxic people, but we don't realize that we are the toxic ones. I see you all kind of quiet on this one. You all don't like this one, huh? Because everybody blame. How come? Why do you think? Why do you think that I don't blame toxic people? Have you ever heard me talk about somebody who's toxic to me? Have you ever heard me tell you I had a toxic this and my life is toxic and this and that? Have you ever heard me say that? Why don't you hear spiritual people, all I'm talking about the real spiritual people, always talk about toxic stuff? Because this is what you realize. People are not toxic. The way how you identify with them is. The way how you identify with them is. The way how you feel is. Your own emotions is. Your judgments is. Your perspective is. It's the way how you see the reason why they are toxic is because when they do something, when they behave a certain way, when they speak a certain way, when they say a certain thing, what happens? You have an emotion, right? You have an emotion. And if you have an emotion, that emotion you hold on for years, and that is what toxic within you. That emotion that you choose to hold on to is what's disturbing your peace. Hey Sabina, that's what disturbing your peace. It is your own emotions. It's not theirs. Nobody can give you an emotion. You take it. Nobody can give you a reaction. You react. Nobody can give you a feeling. That's your feelings. But we keep exercising these feelings and these emotions and expect it not to bother us. Expect not to, when you hold on to these emotions, you know what it does? You know what it does? It whoops your own ass. When you hold on to anger for so long, you know what it does? It whoops your own ass. When you hold on to jealousy for so long, well, he making me jealous or she making me jealous. If you hold on to it for so long, you know what it does? It whoops your ass. You hold on to resentment for so long, it whoops your ass. It whoops your heart. It closes your heart. It increases your judgment. It does so much harsh things to you, and then you calling them toxic when you are the one holding on to the emotion. Here's the thing about it. People are not toxic. Your responses. Indeed, Justin. People ain't toxic. Your response to them is. People ain't toxic. Your response is. Hey, Yolanda. Can you all hear me? Am I breaking out? Breaking up? Because I know this is a heavy one. Because we are so quick, man. I'm telling you, we are so quick to point the finger. Your husband being gone, your wife being gone for so long. Your ex-boyfriend, ex-girlfriend being gone for so long. Right? Your ex-boyfriend and ex-girlfriend being gone for so long, yet they're still causing emotions in you. They're still causing all these feelings within you. They're still causing all these things within you. And yet you call them toxic. Yet they're the ones still, when they have been gone. Nobody makes you do anything. Listen, I'm telling you, nobody makes you do anything. We don't train ourselves. We don't train ourselves. We don't train ourselves. We don't train ourselves to not react. We don't train ourselves. Right? We don't train ourselves to be at peace. We train ourselves to respond. We train ourselves to be angry. We train ourselves to be jealous. We train ourselves to hold grudges. We train ourselves to be sensitive. We train ourselves to take offense to everything somebody said that you don't like. We train ourselves to try to control everybody's behavior. We are trying to control, hey, what's going on, brother? How you doing, man? Sir, thank you, man. What's going on? Hey, thank you so much. I appreciate you, man. Good to see you. Happy Sunday. But yeah, we train ourselves to everybody. People are gonna walk on eggshells around us. People are gonna walk on eggshells around us because if you do this, I'm gonna be angry. I'm gonna be bitter. What do you do with people whose heart are closed off when you met them? Leave them alone. Try to help. You can see. What do you do with people whose hearts are closed? If somebody's heart is closed, it's not made for, sometimes it's not about building a relationship. It's about if you're going to help somebody, if somebody wants help. Now, remember, people have to want help. Good morning, brother. Good morning, good morning, good morning. People have to want help. Everybody don't want help. Some people want to just remain where they are. And I think many of us, we take the stress. We get so frustrated trying to help somebody who don't want help. And when somebody don't want help, when they're not even trying to hear what you got to say, leave people alone. Sometimes you got to leave people alone. Accept them for what they're at. Accept them for who they are, but don't become intimate with them. Hey, TikTok, can you hear me and see me? Because I'm seeing a lot of people who say that they can't see me. TikTok, can you hear me and see me, TikTok? Am I clear? Am I gone? Am I missing? Let me know if you can hear me. Let me know if I'm not on here. Is my network? You all can hear me? Not getting anything. Oh man. Let me come right back. YouTube, can you all hear me, YouTube? Jamisha, am I clear over here? I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. Okay, you have no issue. Okay. Man, I think I'm messing up over here. I think my okay. I think my stuff is messing up over here. See, oftentimes, man, oftentimes, we blame everybody else for being who they are instead of leaving them alone, right? Instead of leaving them alone, we blame them for who they are. We stay. You know, everybody that we meet sometimes you meet somebody whose heart is closed. That person is not for you to be messing with, sleeping with, changing their minds, trying to change their experience. Sometimes you gotta leave. You know, when you meet somebody from where they're at, leave them alone right there. You ain't got to try to change their minds, their perspective. All you have to do is show up how you show up. And when you show up the way how you show up, they'll see how you show up. And if they use you as an example, after a while they're gonna relax and be kind around you, right? Be relaxed around you. Then they're gonna open up around you. But sometimes you have to just let people relax around you. But it's not for you to force them to become intimate with them, to sleep with them, because oftentimes we end up the hurt ones. We end up completely hurt. And I think we need to understand, we need to remember, everybody ain't there for us intimately. Some people are just there for us to be the example, to see the example. Not to sleep with, not to be with, not to experience life with, for nothing at all. But we have to just learn that takes discipline sometimes. It really does. Because I think many of us have this thing in us, right? Many of us have this thing in us that we want to, we want to fix people, right? Many of us have this thing, we want to fix people. You know, we want to fix people. We want people to be better. We want people to be good. We want to, and then we get in a relationship with people. We get in a relationship with them. And now they are toxic because they're interfering with the way you think and the way you feel. Yeah. The way you feel is all their fault. How you perceive life is all their fault. How you think about yourself is all their fault. How you struggle is all their fault. I think my connection is very bad, man. Fix people just be like me. I can't relinquish control. Hey, and when you realize that you can't relinquish control, it's because your ego is too big, man. It's the ego the ego is huge. Ego takes a big place in this. When your ego is so big, you think that the world has to be, your patience because you have the right way of living. You know what I mean? Like only you know the right way to live. Only you know the right way to live. Only you know how to behave well. Only you know the way that you're doing it is the right way. But many times, understand that we are the toxic ones. We have been the toxic ones. And it's only because we are toxic is when we feel all this pain. Like, for instance, what makes you sick the most is your own perspectives, your own agreement, your own mindset, right? What makes you sick the most is your own emotions that you hold on to. That's what makes you sick. So therefore, if what makes you sick is your own emotion, then it's not a person. It's not another person. That person is outside of you. Like that person is outside of you. That person is not inside of you. He can't do nothing to you. She can't do a damn thing to you on the inside of you. But what makes us sick is the way how we perceive them. Sometimes you see something and you see someone and you want them so much. And when you want them so much, you put up with anything just to have them. Right? You put up with anything just to have them. Hey, Moe, you will do anything just to have them. And then when you want them so much and you stay there and you stand by and you wait, you become suffer. Anything can be toxic. Anything can be toxic if it doesn't belong to you. If something is not yours, it weakens you. If something don't belong to you, it weakens you. When you have something in your life that's ready to go, it weakens you. When something is in your life that's not supposed to be in your life in that time, it weakens you. Now, that thing is not toxic. That thing is not toxic. You holding on to it is toxic. You experiencing it and hoping that is yours and begging that is yours and staying when it's there is toxic. And so many times we quick to blame people. Listen, listen. You all don't see what we're doing. You all don't see what's really going on. You all don't see what's really going on, man. We are sick. We're tired. We don't have enough energy to feed our kids. We don't have enough strength to meditate, to be at peace. Yet we blaming people. You know what I realize? Whatever is inside of you, nobody put it there. Whatever is inside of you, nobody put it there. Whatever is inside of you, you put it there. By the way, how you judge or you use your your own perspective or your judgment or your you put it there. See those feelings that you have, you put it there. Those feelings that you have, you put them there. If you don't understand this right here, hey to you always, if you don't get that, if you think somebody has enough power to put something there, man. If somebody has enough power in your life to put something there in your life, and you have no power to remove it, I don't know how you're living. Life sucks. I think we're giving people too much power in our lives and we're calling them toxic. Why do you think we have this narcissistic epidemic going on in this society? This narcissist idea. Every time you ask somebody why you leave your ex, it's because he or she is a narcissist. Ain't that what you hear all the time? He's a narcissist. Everybody is. And we still don't understand what we're doing. We don't understand how we contribute into this issue. Every time somebody leaves us, he's a narcissist. She's not. Every time somebody lies, he's a narcissist. Why do we put so much power? Do I believe in narcissists? I don't believe in nothing. I believe everybody is different. I believe we all learn to grow up a certain way. I believe some people, like for instance, I was talking to this lady the other day. And in my talking to her, she was talking about her son. And she was saying how her son is a good guy, but this is what her son is doing to her. And something that I learned. Hey Lisa, how are you doing? The first woman a boy knows how to manipulate is his mother. The first woman a boy knows how to manipulate is his mother. His mother is the first one he learns how to manipulate. And based on and it's not a bad thing to, and listen, we all manipulate our parents. We all manipulated on our parents. I mean, we all did. We put emotions, we put thoughts, we give them certain energy, and they give us what we want. We cry, and they give us what we want. We feel bad, and they give us what we want. We put our eyes this way, and they give us what we want. And so the first person a boy learns to manipulate is his mother. And based on that, the way how he learns to manipulate his mother is the way how he learns to manipulate everyone else that comes into his life. He learns to manipulate all the women that he marries. He learned even babies do it, right? He learns how to manipulate because that's what's working for him. It's what's been working for him. We all do it still. Sometimes we have relationships that we manipulate them with our emotions. Sometimes, if you use your tears, the man is going to say, you know what? Okay, fine. If you use your voice. Listen, we all manipulate. I don't know why we think. And so then that's why we have narcissistic tendencies. We all do. We all do. Every one of us has narcissistic tendencies. Every one of us. I learned how to, do you know how you talk to a child? Do you understand the way you talk to a child is that you take away their, especially when they do something wrong? You know what you're doing? You take away their power. Because the way how you raise your voice. Have you ever seen that when you raise your voice and you point your finger at your child, the child is 2 years old, and you begin to raise your voice and you stand up and you overpower that child? No, do you notice that the child begin to stutter? That child begin to speak softer? That child begin to fall in? You know why? Because you remove their power. Do we understand that? You remove their power and you don't think about it. You're not. And you are teaching a child how to react with narcissists. Do you understand that? The way how you speak to your boss, or the way how a boss speaks to you, by your presence, and the way how they speak to you and use their finger and their gestures, they can take away your power very easily. Sometimes you can't even, just like how in those relationships with your partners, with your ex, they take away your voice. You don't know how to speak. You don't know how to respond. You get quiet. You stop speaking. It's the same crap that we do. It's the same crap. So do I believe in narcissists? I believe we all have learned how to use our energy to get what we want. Every one of us. How do you speak to your boss when you want a raise? You go there humbly. You go there, acting like you this and acting because that's the way you act. It's a manipulation tactic. Thank you, Estella. It's just what we do. It's not a bad or a good thing. It just works. And so when you talk about a narcissist, they're doing what works. And if it works on you, so it be. If it works on you and you give up your power, if you are easily giving up your power because you haven't learned self-control, you haven't learned self-respect, right? You haven't learned how to stand up for yourself. You haven't learned that. Whose fault is that? Let's be honest, man. Look, come on. I'm not blaming the victim because I know some of you are quick to you're blaming the victim. Remove the victim from this conversation. Hey, Cece, let's remove the victim for a minute because you're not a victim. Let's remove the victim mentality. Don't you think that we need to learn how to be self-sufficient? Don't you think that we need to learn how to be self-controlled? Hey, Kia, don't you think that we need to learn how to actually have if we have self-respect, think about it. I'm going to ask you a question, right? That's the manipulative aspect, but try it. Narcissists are delusional and believe lies. Let me ask you a question, right? If a person, hey, thank you, Israelite princess. Let me ask you a question, right? I want you to think about this question. I want you to think honestly about this question. If a person has high self-respect, if you have high self-respect, hey, China doll, if a person comes with a high level of self-respect, you think that person can be easily manipulated? Think about it. Think about it. Think about it. If a person comes with high self-respect, do you think that person can be easily manipulated continuously? Hey, Ro. Think about it. Next question. Next question. If the person comes with high discipline, you have a high self-discipline, do you think that person can be manipulated when you have discipline? When you have learned discipline? When you have practiced discipline? Do you think that person can be easily manipulated by whoever you call them? A toxic person, a narcissist, anyone? No. No. Not somebody who's disciplined in their behaviors, in who they are, in what they want, in their goals, in their self-respect. You can't do that. And so my point is, the problem is not about narcissistic people. It's about self. It's not about them people on the outside. This is why I don't teach people how to deal with people on the outside. Because first, we have to learn to deal with people on the inside. It's your choice. It is your reaction. It is your feelings, and it is your emotion that's effing with you. When you remove your reaction and your emotions, do you realize when you remove your emotions and your reaction, do you realize you're unbothered? You're unbothered. When you can remove your emotions and They can be who they are. When you remove your emotions, have you ever had a friend or an ex or a boyfriend or a girlfriend, and when you remove your emotion and when you remove your feelings, you just look at them act. You just watch them. Nothing happened. Are they still a narcissist? No, not to you. Because it doesn't affect you anymore because you have removed the way how you perceive them. You have removed your emotions from them because now you know better. They have no more power over you. None. It's gone. And so what's powerful is your own your emotions are powerful. It's your emotions that's powerful, not them. They're just a person who learns how to reflect your emotions. And listen, those toxic people are people who are just learn how to reflect your emotions. They're your mirror. They are reflecting your emotions. And when they come around and they do what they do because they're going to do what they do, we all do what we do. I'm telling you, when they do what they do, if you have dealt with your own emotions and you understand the power of your emotions, you just laugh and shake your head. Look, just look at them dancing. They become a mute clown. That's what they become, a mute clown. One of those mutes. You hear nothing, you see nothing. As a matter of fact, they ain't making no noise anymore. They ain't making no noise anymore. But I'm telling you, man, we have to learn. We have to learn. Like for instance, right? Like for instance, Jamisha, don't erase that one right there. That Emery Randall, leave it alone, right? Just leave it, that comment right there. Now, somebody just came on here and somebody said, behold an animated stool sample on full public display. Like for instance, let's that alone. That comment right there, right? The comment said, behold an animated stool sample on full public display. Now, I guess they are talking about me, right? They are talking about me. Now, I can let that person get my emotion. I can let that person make me respond and make me shake up. Oh my God, you are toxic. Oh, I can't believe you said that. You are so toxic. Oh my God, you are so wrong for saying that. But the person is not wrong saying that. That person is telling you who he is. That person is showing you their true colors. That person is a miserable person showing you who they are. And so why would I get mad because of who you are to be? When you are the one who is disturbing yourself. When you are the one disturbing your own peace. When you are the one who's angry and bitter and childish and childlike. Why would I get mad at that? And so this is why you have to let people play their own game out. So I could be angry and say, I can't believe, and have tears in my eyes. And how dare you put this comment? How dare you say that? How dare you, country has come too far. Why would I do that to them? Why? Why would I give them that power? And so many of us, what we are doing, we're giving people so much of our power that we become powerless. We have to use these comments to prove it. These folks come on here and say all these things. But why would I? If the moment I begin to give anger or energy to that comment, because I'm speaking about it because I want you all to understand. The moment I begin to give power and anger to that issue, I lost. They got me. That means I have empowered them. That means I put more energy in their tank so that they got more and I got less. That's something that we have to learn. And so there's nothing as a toxic person because his own toxicity or his own perspective or judgment is only ruining himself. Do you understand? Exactly. A person's own perspective or their judgment is only happening within themselves. They are ruining their own selves. So why would I allow that to ruin me too? Why two of us gonna be ruined? That's what we have to understand. This is what we have to learn. And so when you are in a relationship with these people, you have to understand these people are just being who they are. They are projecting something on you and you taking it personal because you believe them. Now, I know it's hard sometimes. It's hard because your ego wants to respond. Seriously, your ego wants to respond. Your ego wants to go off. Your ego wants to protect your identity. Your ego wants to protect your identity. But right now, I have nothing to protect. Because what they're seeing probably is right. What they're seeing probably is true. And so what if it's true? What do I do? Nothing. Nothing at all. What if it's true that he's saying that? But what if it's true? Nothing happens. But what if it's a lie? Nothing. Is it wrong to keep someone like that around because they help you see where you need to grow yourself? Great question. Is it wrong to keep someone like that around? You know what? To be honest, you'll always meet them. You ain't got to try to keep them around. You'll always meet them. They will always remind you. Everybody will show you where you're at, no matter who you keep around. You can keep your spouse around, your good spouse, your bad spouse, your siblings, your mother. Everybody will show you where you're at. Everybody will remind you of where you're at. Everybody will remind you of where you are. So it's not about trying to keep them around. I wouldn't keep them around because it's no point. You know what I'm saying? It's not. Everybody will reflect. Speech and action. I like that. So don't respond to them. You have to, and but do you know how, the secret of not responding, right? How do you know if it's constructive criticism or abusive? You see, constructive criticism comes a certain way. Abusiveness, because when you come to abusiveness, people know the intention. You will pick up on the intention. You will pick up on the intention many times, based on who it's coming from. A lot of times, when it's abusive, you know that person just want to they are miserable, they are angry, they are bitter. Constructive criticism don't come with emotions. It just comes. It comes at the right time. If you do something wrong and I criticize, hey, it's not because I'm angry, it's not because I'm mad at you, it's not because, it's just, hey, listen, let me help you out real quick. Hey, this is how, hey, let me help you out real quick. Hey, this don't make no sense. Let me help you out real quick. Abusive, the abusive experience will give you a lashing. It will lash you. It will make you, abusiveness, you don't have to do anything wrong for you to be abused. It's abusers are going to abuse. You see, abusiveness is not about people who are helping you. It's about people who are abusive. So no matter what you do, the abuse will be there. Dang, a bug just bit me. Being quality, wait, I had a question. So is it wrong to keep, nope, it wasn't that question. I think I answered the question already. Sometimes these people are too close, parents. Yeah, that is true. They are very close. I thought I just had a question. Hey, Marsha, how are you doing? I thought I had a question. I was always defending myself against my toxic ex. It made me stressed. And you know what, though? Let's talk about that. Somebody said, I was always defending myself against my toxic ex. Hey, Sergio, how are you doing? When you always have to defend yourself against someone, do you understand how dangerous that is too? Because when you go into the next relationship, you're going to find yourself keep defending yourself. And no relationship will work to you because everything seems like, even if somebody tells you something or say something, you will read them as somebody that you have to defend yourself from. Your ego becomes a victim. Your ego tells you that you have to defend yourself continuously. When you have been in these relationships, I'm telling you, when you have been in this type of relationship, these toxic, as you call them, toxic response relationship, when you get out of it, you're going to still respond to the same way. When you enter a good relationship, you're going to still respond the same way. Now, somebody asked me, how do you heal? Somebody said, I take a break from relationship, and now, when I went back into my last one, the same thing happens. Because, of course it's going to happen, because you haven't healed in the relationship. You can't, it's very hard to heal outside what broke you from a different space. It's like you trying to swim. It's like you trying to swim to prepare for a foot race. Right? You are trying to swim to prepare for a foot race. It doesn't work the same. So no matter how much you practice swimming, it doesn't make you a better runner. Some of us run to being single, thinking I'm working on myself. Then you go back into a relationship and the same shit happened because you cannot, it's different. It's a different polarity. It's different experiences. Working on yourself, I don't even know what that means. I'm working on myself. How do you work on yourself? I found myself defending myself, but had to cut that out. Let them see what they see. If they don't align, just move on. Listen, yes, Ro, you have to, one of the strongest things is to let people see what they see. Hey, Ellie, how are you? Thank you so much. Let people see what they see. It's okay for them to see what they see. Next relationship. How do you know you carry defense over or if you ran into the same kind of person. Next, relationship. How do you know you carry the defense over, or if you ran into the same kind of person? Man, you are asking some deep question. That's a deep question right there. Shoot. Hey, listen, thank you for the question, by the way. That's a very deep question. She said, how do you know you carry over the defense? I mean, do you carry the defense over, or if you run into the same kind of person? Beautiful question. Let me tell you this. When you're single, when you get by yourself, this is when you learn to question your ego. You learn to identify your ego, learning how to acknowledge your ego. You know, I had to learn how to acknowledge my ego, not how to kill it, not how to, make it small or make it disappear. I had to learn how to acknowledge my ego. Can I tell you something? Here is what the ego really is. Let me tell you what the ego really is. The ego is a false sense of who you are. It's not true. No matter if you think who you are, it's never true. Who you think you are is not really true anyways, because that's not who you are. Chances you're lying to yourself, okay? Who you think you are is never true. That's just based on your past and the idea of that man or woman that you have become and you have grown through and you have experienced. And so it's never true. It's just an idea. You are comparing past to now. Now, here's the thing. When it comes to emotion, your ego is going to be in it, right? When it comes to emotion, that's where your ego is. And so when you come to your anger and your sadness and your resentment, it's because something is threatening your identity. If somebody threatened your identity, you're going to have a whole bunch of emotions. You're going to have anger when they threaten your safety. You're going to have sadness when it thinks it loses something. It's going to have resentment when it thinks that it hurts something or somebody disappointed them. And so the ego plays a big role in how we experience life, how we perceive life. Now, here's the truth. You can't lose anything because you ain't got nothing, right? If a person makes you angry, understanding that's a false sense of you is defending something because you get scared so you are defending who you think you are. But that's not who you are. And so when I started working on my ego, I used those emotions to guide me. So when somebody came and said something, you might be true. You know what teaches good in this? Stoicism. Stoicism teaches this so well. You find one fault in me, I can tell you 4 more faults in me. You find my face ugly, I'm going to tell you 4 more places on me that's ugly. And so when I learn how to take that and realize, oh, my ego trying to fight back because it's hurt. My ego is trying to react because my false sense of me gets offended. Oh, my ego is sad because I thought I lost something. I ain't lost nothing. Thank you, Cece. I ain't lost a damn thing. King Kubaba, good to see you, girl. Long time to see. Accepting part of yourself. So when you tell me, Kirk, you know something, I can't stand you, I accept it. Because I have to give you your freedom. Your freedom. If you can't stand me, that is your freedom of being here. And so I have to allow you your freedom. When I learned that, I realized, wait, why am I hurt again? Why am I angry again? Why am I sad again? I ain't lost nothing. Nothing is mine. Nothing is true about me. Nothing is false about me. Maybe you see something, parts of me that I don't see. And so you learn to listen without judgment. And so when you're in that space, you realize that you cannot be manipulated like that. So we have to learn. Listen, many of us who haven't learned how to actually experience their ego, when I walk in the gym, my ego is saying, Kirk, you're about to blow this place up. When I walk in the gym, my ego is, hey, I'm about to tear this gym up. The gym is going to remember me. The gym is going to think about me when I leave. The gym is going to be, I'm going to be on the gym's mind when I walk out today because I'm going to destroy it. Let's say I walk in the gym and as soon as I put up that weight, it fell on my head. Do you know what I do? In that moment, I realized, well, time to go. Not to feel hurt, not to feel bad or embarrassed. I'm like, oh, shoot. I guess my ego was a little too strong on that one. All right, let's tone it down a little bit. All right, let's calm. But some of you want to feel shame and feel bad and feel this and feel that because it's the ego. It's just ego. So when I learned to deal with my ego, my nervous system changed. My experience of people changed. My expectation of people change. No, you can't hurt me. You can't do this. You can't do that. How do you know how we are getting hurt so often in relationships, in dating? You know why we get so hurt? Do you know why we are so afraid? It's because we always get hurt. We are so easily hurt. Everything hurts our feelings. Why? Because you haven't managed the ego. You don't know how to put the ego in check. You don't know how to acknowledge the ego. You don't know how to just say, hey, I see it. I see the anger. I remember when my wife used to piss me off. I used to have to say, oh, I see the anger. That's the ego trying to defend who I think I was. That's the ego trying to get angry and lash out because you see something oh, I'm taking it to offense. Oh, I see it. I had to really tell myself, oh, I see the ego is trying to fight for me. It's like having a best friend. Have you ever had a best friend, man? Good morning. Good morning, Shadi. Have you ever had a best friend or a sibling that if somebody says something about it, you ready to fight? You know what I'm talking about, right? Have you ever had a best friend or a child or a sibling that as soon as somebody says something about it that you didn't like, you ready to hit them jokers? You all know what I'm talking about. You all know what I'm talking about. Right or wrong? That's the ego. Ready to fight. Have you ever had somebody call your ugly sibling ugly? Even though you know that they were ugly? Even though you called them ugly before? Or whatever else? And now you mad? You ready to fight because somebody agree with you, but you don't want to fight, and you ready to fight them? Why? The ego. Even when you know that you being stupid, if somebody call you stupid, you ready to fight. Why? Is the ego. It's just the ego acting out. The ego is trying to survive. The ego is trying to get attention. The ego is trying, because the more you feed the ego, is the less spiritual you become. If you focus on the ego, you're going to become less aware of your spirituality or aware of your choices. So it's either sometimes you have to understand the ego and there's your choice. This is the ego. None is wrong, none is right. It's how you choose to live. It's how you choose to express your life. This is your life. Everybody say this with me. This is your life. A matter of fact, let's say this way. This is my life. I could express it in an egotistical way or in a more awareness of my spiritual way. True or false? This is your life. And so if you grant yourself that this is your life, then you must understand this is their life too. They are living it how they want to live it. They are experiencing their ego. Let them. It's theirs. They're not hurting you. It's their ego. It's their ego. It's their reality. Hot quarter, thank you so much. You do have to check. I mean, hey, okay, you see me now? But sometimes, man, so the question was, how do you know if you are ready to go to the next relationship? If you go in with the ego or with, check your ego first. Understand your ego. When you understand the ego, you just learn to understand. But now some people that you're going to be with is going to learn to bring out all them bad things from you. And that's okay. Because we have bad in us and we have good in us. We have bad, we have good, we have right, we have wrong, we have sadness, we have resentment, we have anger, we have hate, we have everything in us. Everything. Everyone drives their own bus. Exactly. We have everything in us. But if you keep finding those people who like to bring those things out, it's probably sometimes you like challenges. Sometimes you like challenges. And one thing about challenges will bring those things out. Sometimes you like projects. Projects will bring all your emotions out. All. Sometimes you like peace. And peace, one thing about peace, when you are in a peaceful place, the people who recognize your peace, and I ain't talking about this peace that you all be talking about on social media. I ain't talking about that ridiculous ass, what do you call it? Conditional peace, when everything looks good and everything is good and it looks right and feel right, then you're at peace. I ain't talking about that peace. I'm talking about when you choose to have peace. When you choose to have peace, and peace is within you. I'm talking about peace is within you. Peace says that you can't, peace, an undisturbable peace. Not even the storm could disturb it. Some of you are, the right man comes going to disturb your peace. Thank you, Chesney. Thank you so much. Sometimes the right man will F your peace up. Even true. Indeed. Sometimes the right woman will F you up. Sometimes the right child will F your peace up. When you can, I'm telling you, when you can actually learn to balance out yourself, to be calm, to have a clear mind, and to see what you want to see, peace will be there. But many times we don't have peace. What we have unbotheredism. We're not bothered. So in that moment, we are at peace, right? We're not bothered, or nobody is bothering us. So at that moment, we're at peace. Until something comes and trigger you. Now your peace is gone. You're trying to, we hear people all the time, you're trying to take my peace. Nobody want to take your peace, because if you take it, what you going to do with it? Think about it. If you take my peace, what you going to do with it? You don't know how to apply it to you. You know, no, nobody can take your peace. What does that even mean? Do you understand what does that even mean? Do you know what you trying to, the devil trying to take, the devil don't want peace. What is he going to do with it? I mean, do you hear what you say? The devil trying to take your peace. For what? If I'm trying to take your bread, it's for me to eat it. I'm trying to take your money to spend it because I'm broke. But why would I want your peace? What can I do with it? And so we gotta stop saying those stupid things. Nobody wants your peace. They can't do a damn thing with it. Even if they had it, they don't know what to do with it. And so we say these things. Somebody trying to take your peace when you are being tempted, when somebody comes or the right situation comes or somebody get butt naked around you. Somebody want to take my peace. To do what with? They don't know what to do with it. We're going to stop saying this foolishness. Nobody wants your peace. You don't even want it. That's why you quick to giving it up. You don't want your peace. That's why you are so quick to give it up. Quick. Every minute, every situation, everything happens. You're ready to give it up. It's like your sexuality. You give it up. It's like that ass. You just give it up. And then somebody wants it. You give it up. You open your legs. You give it up. Nobody wants your peace. Some people are angry and they want everyone around them to be hurt. Like the trolls. Some people are angry. Some people want to be angry. And if they want to be angry, the best thing to do is to create an angry environment. The best thing to do is to create an angry environment. And every one of us is going to carry who we are to each environment. If you make that environment angry, it supports you. It's something that we do that we don't even realize that we are doing. We all do it. Misery likes company. If you are happy, you're going to carry a happy energy around you because you're going to want that environment to support your happiness. So anger is the same. Resentment, the same. Misery, the same. We carry it everywhere we go, and we feed the environment so that it feeds us back. So anger is another thing. If you understand that people are angry, and wherever they go to an environment, they want to bring that energy there to support their anger, then it has nothing to do with you. It has nothing to do with us. It's their environment too. They can bring whatever they want there, but we get disturbed. I was betrayed by someone I trusted. I became more angry. The only person that can betray you is somebody that you loved or somebody that you know. You know, when you love someone, we have to understand, when you love someone, there's risk that comes with that. A lot of risk. When you love someone, nobody can piss you off like them. Nobody can betray you like them. Nobody can disappoint you like them. Nobody can make you hate like them. Nobody can make you angry like them. So there is things that comes with that. Everything that we do, there's always a risk. Most people just want to connect. That is true too, David. That is true too. That is true too. It was my family. She took my husband away from me. Your husband is a grown man. Nobody can take your husband. Your husband is a grown man with his own head, his own balls, his own penis, his own thoughts, his own feelings, his own choices. Nobody can take nothing away from you. Nothing is yours. This is a world that we live in. You see, that type of stuff right there, hey, Classy, that type of stuff is what makes people get angry for no damn reason. Nobody can take your husband is a grown man with balls. Come on now. I mean, it sounds bad, right? It sounds bad when I say it. Your husband is a grown-ass man with balls and a penis with his own head both ways. He got his own mind, his own feelings, his own desires. Nobody can take what's yours. Nobody took your husband. It's a grown-ass man. He forgot he was married. He forgot that he was he had other responsibility. He forgot. Because if he forgot, you can't blame the other woman. Listen, it sounds bad. I get it. It sounds, listen, why would you say that, Kirk? Kirk, I thought you was talking positive. This is the most positive. This is very much positive. Nobody can take what's yours. Probably can take your money. You know, one thing about people, people have legs. Husband took himself away. One thing about people, people have legs. They can walk away at any time they want to walk away. They can walk away. See, like, seriously, one thing about people that I've learned, if you understand people have legs to walk the hell away, just like how you do, you just gotta just accept it. You can't listen, you can't take it personal. I mean, yes, you can if you want to, but that doesn't help you. Taking it personal don't help you. I mean, I know people say, what you mean don't take it personal? Hey, Yasmina, you can't tell me don't take it personal. You can take it however you want to take it. It's your person. It is your experience. It is your anger. It's your resentment. You can take it however you want to take it. But does it help you? I'm sure it doesn't. Is all anger bad though? Is all anger? Hey, Suzette, is all anger bad? Which one is good? Tell me which one is good. You say, is all anger bad? Tell me which one is good first, and then I'll tell you if the other ones are bad. Yeah, I'm Kevin Hart, Steve. Yes. I'm Kevin Hart. Anything else that you want to ask me? I'm Kevin Hart. I'm a whole bunch of dudes. Righteousness? No. You asked me if all type of anger are bad. I want to know which one is the right one. Righteous anger. What is righteous anger? What is righteous anger? Tell me. What does righteous anger really mean? But before you type it, think about it. Think about it first. Which one is the righteous anger? Thank you, Justin. You see I'm funnier? Let people be themselves. If I can't deal with their nature, it's on them. Indeed, Nicole. That's what it is. Queen's queen. Just in the temple, turning over the table. Do you have to be angry to turn over the tables? Listen. When you read these statements or these scriptures, you can't assume that it's literal. I want you to go inside somebody's church and turn over their tables and see what happens in real life. They whoop your ass in church. They will whoop your ass in church. I want you to not take things literal. What does it mean to turn over tables when the tables turn? Does anybody know what that means? Have you ever heard it before, when the tables turn? Does anybody know what I mean? Think about it. What does it mean when the tables turn? Let's use logics and a little bit of deep thinking. What does it mean when the tables are turned? Because women say, "Oh, when them tables turned," or "when them tables turn." What does it mean? When them tables turn, though. Shift in energy. We always think it's literal in these scriptures. If you think literal, you might see anger. But to be honest, the question was, let me not go into the deep well, because many of us can't swim in those places. Is it wrong to be angry? No anger is wrong. If you are angry, God ain't mad at you. Anger is just an emotion. Anger is only an emotion. It's only an emotion. Anger is necessary. So is everything else. Every emotion is necessary. Sadness is. If you lose a child or a money or your job, of course sadness is going to be there. But anger is not a bad thing. It's a beautiful experience. The only problem is we don't know how to use it. Anger is not bad. Hey, Judy, you just think it's bad because you think it's negative. There is no negative. It's just energy. Because have you ever seen how powerful something negative can be? Do you understand how powerful a negative emotion can be? It can control your entire life. Can it though? So then it's not negative. It's just energy. All it is energy. It's just energy. So anger is not bad. But what are you doing with your anger? That's the question. What are you doing when you are angry? Are you cussing people out? Are you punching people in their mouths? Are you talking shit about people? Are you going nuts? Are you losing yourself? Are you becoming one with the anger? Are you coming one? Are you actually want to hurt somebody? That's that's wrong. That's what's wrong, not the anger. The anger is an emotion. If somebody hurt your child, if somebody hurts your child, anger is necessary. If somebody's trying to take your life, anger is necessary because with that anger, it allows you to do what you need to do easily. It makes that thing that you want to do a lot easier. Does that make sense? But if you are angry and do nothing with it and just carry it everywhere you go, you are misusing it. When a zebra is running for his life from a lion, when a zebra is being chased for his life from a lion, when the lion stops chasing the zebra goes back to his natural self. Human beings do not go back to their natural self. They still hold on to the anger. He holds on to the anger. Oh my God, I can't. You know what she did? You know what he did? You know what happened? You know, I was driving and this person just, I'm so pissed off. Oh my God, I'm so pissed off. And you carry it everywhere you go. It's useless then. But it begins to disturb you. It begins to F with you because you know you're holding on to it. When the zebra is done running for his life, the zebra go back to grazing. The zebra go back to eating his grass and talking to his friends and having sex. Anger is Satan coming into your heart, soul, and mind. You sound like one of them religious people who don't understand what anger really is. Anger, what is Satan? What is Satan? You think Satan is this person that bothering you? Satan, you have a choice. You all blame Satan for everything and yet don't believe in Satan. How do you blame Satan for everything that's bad and you don't believe in Satan? How do you put something in power and not believe in it? You all don't think about it. How do you put something in so much power and still don't believe in it? I believe in God. No, you don't. No, the hell you don't. If you give something that much power, Satan coming into your mind. Do you know everybody experiences all emotions? Everybody experiences all emotion. Everybody experiences all emotions. No emotion is wrong. This is why you have to be mindful. This is why you have to be mindful. In these emotions, what am I doing? In this, even babies. In this anger, what am I doing? In this love, okay, let me ask you a question. Have you ever been in love? Hey, Shell, emotionally connected to the soul. Have you ever been in love and do something stupid? Have you ever loved somebody such and allow yourself to be ridiculous? Come on now, come on. let us be honest, okay? Can we be honest? Can we be honest? Can we be honest? Have you ever been in love and just do something stupid all the time because I'm in love? Right? So is love bad? Is love then bad? Is love bad? Is love negative? Come on now. I mean, let's be real. Is love a bad thing? No? Yes? Love is terrible, isn't it? Oh my God. You see, we make love bad. I'm not going to love again. I will never love again because we learn how to make things bad. We learn how to make things bad. You see, Mr. Your handsome face when you get emotional, right? You see, one thing that we do, we learn how to make everything bad. We learn how to make food bad, thoughts bad, relationships become bad, marriage become. One thing about human beings, we can F up everything good. Because why? Because we lack self-control. From Mike. Hey, Nancy. I mean, true or false? Is love bad because you did something stupid? Because you allow somebody to do something stupid to you? They are, listen, they are, listen, can I just be honest, being an adult? Can we just be honest here for a second? And I like to talk exactly how I speak because it's for certain people. Have you ever did something sexual that you know that you shouldn't have been doing because of love? Have you ever allowed somebody to do all these things to you and because of love? Have you ever did something because you love somebody with someone else? Have you ever? Is love then bad? And so when you are angry and you do something stupid, is anger bad? When you are sad and you do something stupid, is sadness bad? No, it's necessary. It's just that you don't know how to you don't know how to separate yourself from the emotion. You know what I have learned? Being on this journey, you always have to learn how to separate you from everything else around you. You from the emotions, you from the thoughts, you from the people, you from your reality, you from your perspectives, you from your perception. You have to always find you. You always have to find you. You always have to know where you are. You always have to separate yourself. If you can separate from the anger, you can look at the anger. When you can look at the anger and you see the anger is just there, it goes away. Think about it. If you can sit still and look at the anger, you realize you ain't got to do a damn thing. Do you get what I just? Do you understand that part? Do you understand the part? Because that part is, if you think about it, if you can look at the anger, I see the anger there. If you see the anger there, you know how to control yourself. I can look at my anger and say, boy, I see you. Look at you. I could do something stupid or I can do something that makes sense. I can do something that's very stupid to burn all these bridges. I can hurt my wife, my father, my son, my mother, my husband. I can hurt you with my anger. But I can look at you and put you right there. When the anger is bored, the anger leaves. When anger becomes bored, it leaves because it has no purpose. That means it has no energy. It has no power behind it. So it just goes away. If it's not being used, it disappears. If it's not being used, it disappears. The thing is, you keep using it. You keep using it. You keep talking with your mouth. F this, F that. You mother effers. I won't punch anybody. So anger say, okay, I'll stay. Hell, you need me, I'll stay. I can make you punch somebody quicker. I can make you cuss them out even. I can make you even use words that can tear the spirit up. I can help you. I can help you. Listen, let me help you. All right, I'm here. It doesn't care. It's not a respecter of person. It doesn't care. These emotions are not respecter of persons, but you have to respect them. Anger, the anger is like, hey, you want to punch somebody? Use me. Indeed. What's your question, Teddy? Like sadness. You could be sad. You watch any sad movies, you start crying, you start getting into your feelings. If something happens, you get sad. Somebody said this, you get the sadness is like, okay, use me. I'm here. Indeed, one cup. Facts. The anger of God does not produce the righteousness of God. It really doesn't. But I'm telling you right now, there is nothing. Hey, Cicely, how you doing? We think something is wrong with them because we don't know how to control ourselves. We don't have self-control. We don't have discipline. For every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. Hey, Eberly. Wait, what question did somebody want to ask me? Look at yourself and understand why you was triggered in the first place. You see all these triggers? Exactly. But do you see all these triggers, man? Good morning, Michelle. How you doing? You see all these triggers that we are always triggering? We always want to be triggered. You know what? This is church. This is Sunday church. I think I have to come on this Sunday church every Sunday because I think these are things that we need to learn to understand. You have a choice. Thank you, Priceless. You have a choice. What if you have a friend that provokes you to bring out that angry emotions? Does that mean that they expect you to be angry? Nobody provokes you to bring out the anger. People are just being themselves. Seriously. Ashley, how you doing, girl? I ain't seen you in a couple of days. Where you been? This is your church, Alicia. Nobody No, listen. We think. See, when we look at people doing what they are doing, we think that they are just provoking us. Sometimes people are just being themselves. We are just provoked. We are just provoked, right? We just provoked because the anger is just lingering, waiting to come out. If you just learn how to, do you know everything is inside of you is yours. Everything inside of you is yours. No, nobody put it there. But just because you want to release it, hey, Piet man, just because you want to release it, doesn't mean that it's their problem. Sometimes you have to learn to be. You know what I've learned? Let me tell you what I've learned. I have learned that if I say I'm not going to be angry, I'm going to use every opportunity not to be angry. To practice, I'm going to use the opportunity to practice who I say I am. To practice being that person that I say I am. Instead of saying, you are trying to get me angry, I'm going to say, listen, I'm going to use this moment to practice how to control myself. Can we do that? I'm going to use this moment. This is the perfect moment to control. Oh, let me practice. What's the better time? What's the best time to practice than when you are in the fight? Can anybody tell me? What is the best time to practice more than when you are in the fight? When you are in a situation? When you're in a relationship? When you are being, as you call it, tested, when somebody is pissed off at you? What's the best time to practice? When is it actually happening? You can't practice these things outside of these things. And so when I see that you are trying to trigger me, I said, yes, let me see if I can do it. And my mind goes a whole different way. Now my focus of shift from you now is on me. When your focus shift from them to you, you watching yourself like, oh shit, look at me doing it. Look at me doing it. You never did something and in the moment or in the midst of you doing it, you say, oh, look at me doing it. Look at me doing it. Yeah. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. I can do it. Never. That is what you have done many times. But now you shifted the focus on that. If you shift the focus on that, then you stop looking at this. If you stop looking at this, you focus on that. If you focus on that, you lose control in this. If you focus on this, that has no control. Do you understand this? If you focus on that, you lose all control. If you focus on this, they lose the control. See, the control comes where you focus on. I hope that makes sense to you, because I don't know no other better way to put it. I think that's the best I can do. Hey, Cheryl, how you doing? Using the moments to practice mastering myself. I'm telling you, I've come to learn where to let some things aside and when to speak up. Indeed. Yeah, Tanisha. Wait, I had a question. The question, people are our mirrors. Indeed, Harmony. Indeed. I had a question. Shoot. Give me a second. I've caught you on YouTube. Oh, okay. Well, good. I've missed you, Ashley. Why would my man post a status about how bad it is for a man to be with a woman who cheated on him? These questions ain't really the questions that I really wanted to that I really wanted to I don't know, why would your man? I've never cheated on him, but sometimes back he accused me of cheating while in no contact. I don't know. I don't have those issues, man. I don't know how to deal with them. I don't know how y'all deal with them things. I used to deal with them things. I stopped. I am terrible at dealing with those things, so I just don't. I rather remove myself. I don't know. I can't tell you how to deal with those things. I think at a certain point in our lives, if we're grown, I just dealing with those things is just stress. It's just stress. That's what it is. And you know why we deal with those things sometimes? It's because we enjoyed it. We enjoy it. We enjoy that life, that movement, that always stimulation. I ain't dealing with. I don't like this stimulation no more. So I like, hey, if my wife wanna do those things and post statuses about me cheating and stuff, listen, wife, you can go, man. I don't wanna. I mean, I'm not triggered, but I don't feel like it. You know what I mean? I can't do it. I can't. Maybe 10, maybe 20 years ago, 15 years ago, I could. I was good at it. Now, I don't want to do it. If that's what you're gonna do, sometimes when you show people that you ain't effing around, they don't eff around with you. When you show people that, when you show people that you're not effing around, they don't eff around with you, It's just sometimes we let people get away with everything. And it's not that we let them, but we stay and we stay and we stay and we feel, oh my God, why are you doing this? Why are you doing this? I don't understand why. I ain't doing that. We're grown. People are adults, and if they don't act right, we have to learn, man. Sometimes it's not everything that you have is yours. Like, for real. Indeed. And it's not that you get to control my emotions, but I just don't want to deal with this. Why would I lay down with this every night? Like, it's like going to bed with a disease when I don't have to. You ever had a cold and you could fix it, but you don't want to? That's like what we're doing, carrying around these people. Right? Because some people just ain't for you to be intimate with. Some people are just there for you just to be friends with, just to be cordial with, just to love them like that. But it's not for you to be sleeping with at night and just for you to be. So some people ain't for that. You are old man. Of course I am. If we forgive others of your trespasses, Father God will forgive us of our trespasses. But the thing is, I'm telling you, man, we have to learn to do that, man. We have to learn. I remember one time this lady told me, Kirk, I know I did it. I know I messed up, but if you keep bringing it up, I'm out. I had to realize, is it I forgive that person or I don't? And if I don't forgive them, why do I keep them around? Right? If I don't forgive them, why am I keeping you around just to torment you? Sometimes people keep you around to torment you. Sometimes people take you back to torment you. Sometimes people give you another chances to torment that ass, to make you feel that pain, to make you feel that suffering. Sometimes when you do wrong too, you have to say, hey, listen, I've done you wrong. Let me remove myself. Because I don't want to get into this. I don't want to, listen, I know you a damn child, and I know you are freaking immature too, because you're going to keep bringing it up in my face. And yes, I did it. So let me remove myself. Let me start from scratch. I mean, like, for real, man. But sometimes we have to just accept. This is the people. And sometimes when you choose somebody to be in your life, you have to accept who they are. You have to accept who they are. This is who I chose. You don't get what you want them to be. You get what you picked. You don't get the man who you want them to be. You don't get the man who's going to grow into it, or the woman. You get the man who you pick. You get the man or woman that you choose. And sometimes you just have to just take that one that you choose, because they're not going to be any better. Like, for real. The rooster have crowed. The person that is doing the accusing is the person that is doing it. Oftentimes, that's very true. I agree. One cup. All you speak about is Jesus, huh? You have no physical experiences besides Jesus? I mean, like, seriously, like, all you speak about, all your comments is based on Jesus. You don't have any type of physical realities that you don't have to credit as Jesus. You are a grown individual on this planet. You can have regular conversations and regular experiences without being Jesus. Like, not trying to say anything bad, but seriously, like, you can have regular experiences apart from Jesus. I mean, yes, I know he's the answer for everything, but you can have conversations that's not about Jesus. When you go to school and talking about math, 6 + 6, Jesus, you can't do it. You know what I mean? I mean, you gotta be mindful that, and it's not, and you know what? Let me just leave you. Let me not. You know what? Do your thing. Do your thing. I don't mind, but I'm just saying, sometimes you can have, Jesus' mindset is the truth, way, and life. His perception is all that matters. Except if he was here. I bet if he was here, you could have just always be annoyed. Hey, Ethan, how are we doing? But I get it. I mean, if it works for you, keep it. But those are the same people that thinks nobody likes me, and people get offended when I talk about Jesus. No, that's all you do. People want to talk about money. Or people want to talk about jobs, or people want to talk about relationships, or people want to talk about being, my foot hurts. But Jesus, just tell Jesus and he'll fix it. Can you just talk about my foot hurt for a minute? Like, Jesus, come on now. Thank you, Jill. I mean, I'm just... I mean, I'm not mad. I get it. But I'm saying, this is like having sex. Hey, so, before we have sex, Jesus is... No, I don't want to hear Jesus' name before I put it in. Hey, cat. I mean, I'm not offended. But I'm saying, I don't want to hear Jesus' name. Hey, Jesus love you. What? Hold on now. I just went down. Hey, listen. I'm not tripping. Because I'm not offended. Because I want you calling me a demon. Hey, cat, how you doing? But I'm saying, I mean, sometimes we can talk. Like, we can talk physical reality. You know what I mean? I'm just saying. But I get it. I get it. Jesus' mindset. I mean, I don't blame you. If it works for you, man, do it. Give unto Caesar what is Caesar's. Indeed. Thank you, Nancy. People want to keep with the same problems for days and then play victim, want to talk about steady accusing. But listen, though. But seriously, man, we have to understand, man. We have to understand sometimes. We have to understand sometimes, man. Toxicity is within you. It's not outside of you. Toxicity. Just does not say. Toxicity is happening inside of you, not outside of you. I think we have to learn that. I think when I understood that toxicity is not outside of me, is inside of me. Toxic is inside of me. It's what makes me sick. Is what makes me suffer. Is what makes me overthink. Is what makes me feel ashamed. Is what makes me feel guilty. Is what makes me feel all this heavy emotions where I'm not free. It's not the people who are toxic. It's my response to them, my judgment of them, or my expectations of them that's toxic. Sometimes my expectation of... Have you ever expected something from someone? Okay, let me ask you a question, right? I know you all are most women on here. Let me ask you all a question, right? Drama like work drama. I be yelling on for real. Have you ever... Seriously, have you ever expected your husband or your wife to do something? Or your girlfriend or boyfriend to do something, your partner, to do something, to remember your birthday, to take out the trash, and your expectation, or expect them to take you out, and your expectation was what eating you up inside because they wouldn't do it, and you didn't want to remind them because you shouldn't have to, and so you expected them to do certain thing and they didn't do it, and then your anger began to be stronger, and then your resentment kicked in, and then your judgment, you begin to think all this shit in your head, and then you begin to feel all this fear. Maybe I'm not good enough. Maybe I'm worthless. Have you ever has that? Come on now. I mean, come on. Like, come on. Has that happened to you before? You begin to see all the things because expectation wasn't met. Come on now. Like, come on now. Let's be honest. Come on. And it ain't got to be your partner. It could be your mother, your father, your siblings. It could be anybody. Your best friend, especially your best friend. Oh, I expected you to share my videos. I expected you to take me out because it was my birthday. I expected you to come to my wedding. And that whoops your ass. What do you think is whooping your ass? The person or your expectation? Come on now. I thought you loved me and you don't care about me, and you begin to stop looking at you. Man, that shit will whoop your ass every time, because it's not the people, it's what's happening within you. You have a whole story inside of your head. You have a whole story inside of your mind. And then with the story, have you ever watched a movie without emotions? Have you ever watched a movie and not have emotions with the movie? I just watched the movie Meet Joe Black the other night, Friday night. I watched the movie Meet Joe Black. Have you seen the movie before? Has anybody ever seen the movie? Boy, that movie made me almost shed a tear at the last scene. Like the last 20 minutes. Boy, damn. Shoot. Man, when the old man, when his father was going to die, Meet Joe Black. When the father was going to, be done, and Joe Black was going back to being what he was, and they was talking, in the last moment about love and his daughter, how he hugged his daughter so tight, and man, I was like, oh shit, oh, but my wife was looking with, my wife was watching it with me, so I'm like, let me go to the kitchen real quick because I need somebody in the kitchen. Listen, I was like, oh shoot, because the story brought emotions. The story was a great story, and so it brought emotions. When you play that story in your head, he don't care. He probably don't care anyways because I can't believe I expected him to do this and he ain't doing it. That brings emotions. And that emotion it builds or adds to your toxicity. And those things begin to hurt you. It begins to make you feel worthless, feel bad, feel ashamed. And that feeling and that expectation and that experience whoops your ass. Now you begin to suffer. Why are you suffering? Because your own story in your mind, your expectation. You got to be careful. Toxic people ain't outside of you, is inside of you. Toxic people are inside of you. Now, I had a question. Boy, this little flies. What are these flies anyways? They be flying in two. Like they be flying connected to the each. What's those little flies? I don't know what they are. Hold on. I had a question. The question that I had. Okay. Can you hear me now? Okay. YouTube, can you hear me? Okay, it's back. Good. Thank you. Um, it's back now? Shoot. Okay. You can okay, good. Good, it's back. Somebody asks, why do men hate when women know their worth? I don't think I think when a woman speaks, you see you still can't, Diani? Diani, you might have to go back out and come back in. Why don't men like women when they know their worth? Because oftentimes I think that you don't know your worth either. Sometimes I don't think that you women or men don't know their worth. It sounds good. Your worth is not just about relationships and dating. Your worth is your reality, what you have in your life. What you have in your life. Sometimes it's not about the men that you're with that doesn't know your worth. It's you don't know your worth. That's why you have them. Right? That's why you keep them around. Sometimes you know your worth. Your worth is not just about men or women. Your worth is about your finances, your health, your anger, your emotions, your body, your sweetness of your emotions, your love, your peace, your happiness. Your worth is, can you have whatever you want in this life? Right? Can you have whatever you want in this life? Sometimes you don't know your worth. A matter of fact, do you know your worth? Nobody does, because you don't know until I mean, we have to learn, right? We have to learn. We these days only see our worth when it comes to men and women, dating and relationship. I deserve. Then if you deserve it, go get it. If you deserve it, go have it. Nobody is stopping you. And so if a man don't see your worth, it's because you don't see it either. I mean, seriously, if a man don't see it, you don't see it either. And he's just seeing what you're showing him. And if you keep him there, it's because you're showing him again. Because one thing about this, you can't convince nobody about who you are. Is it a deceit or deceit? Because oftentimes, people see themselves. And sometimes we're not honest with ourselves. If I'm worth $10 million, the house, the car, the my position, my this and my that, that's what I will have. If you're worth what you think that you are worth, you'll have exactly what you desire. Because life is an equal exchange. Life is only an equal exchange. Life is not random, just like that. Life is whatever you think and feel, whatever your value is, that's what life gives to you. That means your self-image. Your self-image tells life what you desire, and it gives it to you. So if life keep giving you raggedy ass men, thank you, she's prevailing. If life giving you raggedy ass men and raggedy ass women, check your self-image. It's not about what you think you have, what job you have, what money you have. But if life keep giving you something, check what you think and believe. I was telling somebody last night. I said, listen, oftentimes you don't know why you're getting what you're getting because you don't recognize your thoughts. You don't know what you are thinking. And then let me explain. The average person has about 60,000 thoughts. The average person has about 60,000 thoughts a day. The average person could only remember a few thoughts in that day. If I ask you a question, what were you thinking about yesterday? You might tell me 3 things, maybe 5 things, maybe 10 things. But you don't remember them other 60,000 thoughts. And those are the thoughts that control what you go, where you go to, or what you have. Okay, Laura, those are the thoughts that makes you get what you have, feel what you feel, and emote how you emoting. Those thoughts are the ones that you can't think about, the ones that you can't see, because that's the background noise. And so often we say, I know my worth, but you thinking shit. I know my worth, but you feeling like shit. Right? I know my worth, but I feel lonely, I feel sad. And you can't know your worth. You can't be worthy. Who you know that's worth so much and feel like shit? You can't, no, it doesn't match. It doesn't align. Do you get what I'm saying? If I know my worth and I'm worth so much, I will feel that way. But if I know my worth and I feel lonely, I feel like I'm still a victim, I feel sad, I feel like people don't get me, then that's not the same. It's not the same. That means what I'm seeing consciously is not what I'm thinking unconsciously. That means my conscious mind and my subconscious mind are not one, are not aligned. Do you guys get what I'm saying? I don't want to go too far and too deep into this, but I think this kind of conversation confuses people. Am I confusing you? I hope I'm not confusing you, because I don't want to confuse you. I don't want to be a confusion in your life. Sometimes, for instance, I do this exercise with my clients. I do this exercise all the time with my clients, right? This exercise is what tells the subconscious mind and the conscious mind if they are in agreement, or not. This exercise is what I do with my clients sometimes to let them know what you're saying and what you actually experience is 2 different things. And one of the questions that when I do this exercise, one of the questions that I ask, do you love yourself? And people will say, yes, I love myself. But the body will respond, no. And when the body responds as no, they're confused. Oh my God, I can't believe. But the body responds and the spirit responds as it remembers how you feel about yourself. When you go into bed at night, what are you thinking about? How much fear do you have in your heart? How much resentment do you have? How much anger do you build up? How much expectations you have? Whose fault is it? Why am I? Because that's what's been programmed into it. That's what's been programmed. So the feelings and your words are off alignment. What you've been feeding yourself, your audio thoughts and your perspectives and stuff, the subconscious mind says you don't love yourself. Your mouth says, I love myself. But the way how you feel from a day-to-day basis, no. Think about it. It's called consistency. Now, many of you say, I want a consistent person. Now, imagine, if one day a man gives you flowers, but next 6 days he gives you anger and resentment and his absence, would you consider that he loving you because one day he gives you flowers? Let's talk. If a man gives you flowers one day, oh, he loves me, but the next 6 days he gives you his absence, he gives you arguments, he gives you frustration. Does he love you? What would you think? No, you might think no, because it shows you more days when he doesn't love you than when he does. Now, what if one day you give yourself praises and you look good and you dress good and you say, oh my God, I love myself. But the next day you are all in trauma. The next day you are easily triggered. The next day you hold on to resentment in your heart. I resent him, I resent her. The next day is that love? What do you think the subconscious mind is saying? That's not love. Because if you have love in your heart, you will get rid of all that shit. Some of you gonna get it, some of you ain't gonna get it. Some of you ain't gonna get it, some of you all might. And some of you might have reasons to keep thinking it. Hey Jazzy, it's a delusional mindset. Some of you, one day, hey low key, how you doing? One day, you look good, you dress good, your hair is done, you have a nice haircut, life is good, everything is good, your promotion is good, but next day, you guilt. You in heavy guilt. Next day, you in heavy shame. Next day, you just drained and tired. Next day, somebody triggered you. Is that love? Is the subconscious recognizing love? It creates confusion. And so with your mouth, you're going to say, I love myself, but your reality says, I don't. Your reality says, I don't. All right, David, you be easy. And so that's why we have to understand sometimes. And so when we say, I know my worth, no, you don't. No, you don't. A lot of you don't know your worth, because if you know your worth, the things that you will attract in your life will be worthy of you. Thank you, Jazzy. Does that make sense? When I say I know my worth, that means everything that comes to me, I will recognize the quality things in life and bring it to me. And I want that to be understood, because I think we only say I know my worth when it comes to a man paying for your meal, a woman giving you sex, a woman giving you submission, a man giving you finances, a man paying for all your bills. We think about knowing our worth when it comes to that shit. That ain't your worth. That's your delusions. Nobody owe you anything. And you can't deserve what somebody else can give you. You can only deserve what you give to yourself. We attract everything, but the ones that we draw to us. The ones that we draw to us is what we say we are worth. We attract everything, the good and the bad and ugly. We attract anger, we attract misery, we attract happiness, sadness, we attract everything. But the ones that comes to us is the one that we are vibrating on. We attract everything, but our vibration makes us keep some things and let something else go. So let me say this right here. Nobody wants to say this because it sounds very bad. It sounds very toxic. It sounds like maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. But a lot of us, we don't know our worth because our thoughts are thinking against it. Yes, yes, I think I should have, but you can't deserve what I have. My mother don't deserve what I have. My father don't. My siblings don't. My kids don't deserve what I have. My kids deserve what they have. My mother deserves what she has. My father, what he has. Only I deserve what I have because I'm the one who's thinking about it. I'm the one who's feeling it. I'm the one who's visualizing it. I'm the one perspective of it. I'm the one who is in the frequency of it. Only I deserve it. Now, if I want to share with you, yes, let me share with you. But to think that you deserve my stuff, it's crazy. It's delusion. And so now we have people coming around talking about, I know my worth. I deserve a man who does this. No, you don't. You deserve what you do for yourself. You deserve who you are to yourself. You deserve the happiness that you learn to put there. You deserve your anger that you keep there. You deserve your triggers that you keep there. You deserve your mindset, your body, your health that you think about, feel about, and you experience. You deserve that. That's why you have it. That's why you have it. One thing about this world don't give you what you don't deserve. We don't see it that way. Does the negative action speak louder than the positive words? Listen, we can speak positive all day, but how we really feel on the inside, your words don't change that. We can speak positive all day, but how you really experience life on the inside, if it ain't there, it ain't there. We can feel, our mouths say anything, but our hearts are far from it. True or false? You can speak anything that you want. You can speak God is good, but you feel evil. It's Sunday, right? Jen? You can speak I love you, but I can't stand you right now. Right or wrong? Oh, I love you, but I can't stand you right now. You can speak it with your mouth, but your heart. God, give me peace, but you want to fight somebody. In the what we do? In the what we do? God, give me peace, but when the situation comes that you can actually experience the peace, you want to fight somebody because you feel like God is somebody is testing you. You tested me. And so then you mix, then you F yourself up. You don't really want peace. You want to fight. You don't want peace because if you want peace, get it now. It's the best time to get peace is when you are in fury, when somebody is testing you, as we call it. That's the best time to get peace. Because when you experience peace in that moment, oh shoot, look at me getting peace. Or you la 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 la, you can't get me. That's when you experience peace. You don't experience peace when nobody's bothering you. That ain't peace, that's just the moment. The moment is calm. You want peace? Learn how to go to war in the midst of war and realize, oh, it's my choice. Peace is peace is a choice. Peace is not something. Peace is a choice that I could become. Peace is not something that I'm granted. God give me peace. How do you want peace from God? Low key for real. We said it's God give me peace. You can't. I can't give you that. That's something that you have to earn. That's something that you have to experience for you. That's something that you have to understand. That's something that you have to become one with. That's something that you have to just like for instance, wealth and money. God, give me riches. No, it's opportunities that you can have. But many of us are afraid to get opportunities because what if I lose everything? I heard a woman said the other day, and I'm gonna say this right here. My phone is about to die. I hear a woman was on social media the other day, and the woman was saying, you know what? Being single is a flex. Because there's so much people who is married. And I said this before. There's so many people who is married who's not happy. And so being single is a flex because you can do what you want. Please. It's not a flex. Choosing somebody who's decent is being single is not a flex. Being married ain't either. There's no flex. Sometimes, no matter who you are, you choose shit. Thank you, Loki. Sometimes, no matter who you are, you choose shit. But don't put it as a flex to be single because you don't want to invest in something. That's like saying being broke is a flex because if you invest in the wrong investment, if you invest in the wrong what do you call it? Stocks. If you invest in the wrong companies, if you invest in the wrong business, you're gonna lose everything and you're gonna be broken and tired. Well, guess what? Same thing works. Same thing. You have to take a risk. Because if you don't invest, you stay broke too. True or false? If you don't invest you stay broke. But if you invest, you might hit the jackpot. True or false? See, we never think about that side. We only go to the selfish side. Being single is a flex because people who are married is always unhappy. You know there are very happy ones too? There are very happy ones too. Why we don't talk about those things? Why we don't talk about how happy marriage can be to some people? No, that's not a thing. Nobody's happily married. But we never mention those because it's the loudest one comes on here and talk the most shit. It's the loudest ones. You have to get to win. It's the loudest ones come on here and talk the most shit. Do you understand me? I was married, or have you ever heard of one? I went on a date today, and let me tell you, these men, I went on a date today, these women, I went on a date today, and this chick gonna tell me, the loudest ones, and that shit goes so far. It goes so far that everybody believing dating is hard. You see, I tell you, living in their experience, not realizing that it's not everybody who tells you that you can't do it. It's not the ones who did it. See, the ones who tell you that you can't do it is probably because they tried it and failed. Come on now. So you believe because you fail, I'm going to fail too? And you believe it too because that's why you believe in their experience. You believe in their power, not yours. And so we're living in a time where you are only listening to them people, them jokers, and you're not even experiencing it for yourself. So you're going to be in relationship. Everything that you see in these dating parts, you just, I heard this. I heard about this one. So let me not fall for this. I heard. Give people a chance. I'm telling you. That's what we do. Because the loudest people speak, the emptiest people speak the most. God forbid your marriage didn't work. God forbid your marriage. No, you come on here. Marriage, that shit ain't worth it. It ain't worth it because these men, that's your experience of it. That's your experience. But now here you come, being foolish, being ignorant. That's right. That's why I'm not married. Have you ever, come on now, let's be honest. Beautiful people look up there. Yeah. Thank you, Loki. But let's be honest though. Have you been one of those people? That's why I'm single. You hear somebody? Let me call you out now. Let me call you out. Indeed, Nicole. Let me call your ass out. You never seen them ridiculous videos and see, that's why I'm single. How many times have you said that? See, that's why I'm not getting married. That's why I'm not married. You using somebody else's experience to fuel your, using somebody's experiences to fuel your reality. That's the stupidest thing ever. The dumbest thing ever. That's what we do though. That's just one person and their experiences. I'm I'm telling you. How many people do I see? Man, how many people do I hear? How many people do I always hear? That's why I'm single. That's not why you're single. You're single because you get what you get. You get what you choose. You get what you're getting because that's what you're thinking. That's what because you're leading with your emotions. I have learned. Small King, what's good, brother? I have learned to not lead with my emotions. When you're talking about marriage and dating, it's not about emotions. Now, I know some of you, right, Cicely? I know some of you, you want to feel this fire burning inside of you. I remember this lady told me, Kirk, I'm not getting married. I'm not getting a relationship until I feel this fire burning. That fire is an STD. I don't know what fire you think is going to happen. That fire is a 16-year-old version of you. That fire is not fire that you can put out. That fire will make you do some stupid things. You have all that fire. Next thing you know, you can't focus on your dreams. You can't focus on your goals. You can't focus on being still. You can't, because the fire keep burning your ass, talking about, I want that fire. I want those feelings. And that's why you suffer, because your feelings are too strong. That fire that you want is that STD. It's your suffering. That fire that you are looking for, you have it when you're 16. You already experienced it. Now make good damn choices. Your choices is not based on how you feel. Listen, the job that you take sometimes, the career that it's not about how you feel, it's about what is effective. Some of you want all this high feeling relationship instead of high effective relationship. That's why you will pick somebody with chemistry over somebody who's good for you. Stupid. Hey, Miranda, you will pick somebody with high chemistry who ain't shit over somebody with no chemistry, who is everything. And then we complain. These men, no, this chemistry. Don't blame the men. Don't blame the woman. Blame the stupid chemistry that you don't understand within yourself. Blame that stupid chemistry that keep leading you to the wrong places. Blame that chemistry that you seek. We have no chemistry. When I met him, we had no chemistry, so I let him go. Yes, he was everything that I wanted, but we had no chemistry. Now take what you get. Damn fools. That's what we do. We're fools. Listen, first thing first is character. Character has to be first. Not chemistry. Character. Character must be first. Not chemistry. Character. If chemistry is first, you will miss everything. If chemistry is first, you will overlook everything. You will overlook red flags. You'll overlook. If chemistry is first, it's something that you desire. That means your senses are heightened. Your sight, your ears, your smell, everything is, oh my God, you smell so delicious. Every time I come around you, I know you don't come. This lady told me yesterday, she said, Kirk, I was dealing with this guy. She said, I was dealing with this guy and he does, he didn't talk to me all the time, and he left me for a whole year, and then he finally came back a year after. After a whole year, he came back, and he expected us to pick up where we left off after that year of no contact, but I gave him a chance anyways, because you're stupid. You can't change stupid. I don't care what your intentions are. It's still stupid. Listen, it sounds bad. It's stupidity talking. He left you for a whole year. And now you asking me silly questions. Ma'am, go figure out your shit for yourself. I said, how old are you? I was expecting for her to say, I'm 22. Ah, I understand. Look my child. 40 years old, ma'am. I can't help you on that one. Another one asked me, and I don't answer these questions like how you expect me to answer. You grown people. Another one asked me, she been dealing with this guy for 6 years. The guy is very inconsistent. He don't show up. He's mean to me. He's mean to me. She said he is very mean to me. He doesn't respect me. So help me. How can I separate myself from him? That's what she asked me. How can I stop? How can I separate myself? I said, when you're ready to stop being stupid, you stop. What do you mean? I said, when you're ready to stop being stupid, you stop. You think there's not, if all those things can't make you stop, I can't either. I can't do nothing else. I can't do it. If what you see don't make you stop. Listen, and it sounds bad, right? It sounds like you are thinking, I'm not mean either. But if you see they don't call you, they don't text you, they have other women. They disrespect you. They are mean to you. This is your words. I don't know this. I don't know this. Mean to you. They cuss you out. She said I asked him for $100 just the other day, and he cussed me out and told me to leave him alone. But how do I stop, ma'am? When you're ready to stop being stupid, you stop. Hey, look, for real. When you're ready to stop, can I ask you a question? Let's be honest. Let me ask you a question, right? Has anybody ever stopped because they was done being stupid? Come on now. You all know what I'm talking about. Nothing has made you stop until that one time. Has anybody ever stopped with this situation and only because you was just done? If you ain't done, ain't nothing that nobody, your mother can tell you the truth, your sister, your best friend, you only when you are done. And so when they ask me questions, you needed to be stupid, right? You used to be stupid. When you ask the question, when you're ready to stop being stupid, you will stop. That's just what it is. And so, but how do I stop loving him? How do I stop messing with him? I mean, if you want to be, and you know what though? To be honest, it's not even trauma. We say it's trauma bond. It's not trauma bond. It's stupid bond. It's stupid bond. I think we give too much credit to trauma. Let's give some to stupidity. Come on now. We give too much. We give sometimes. We 40 years old. We 40 years old. We give too much credit to trauma. Trauma is like, oh my God, again, it's like how Christians give so much power to Satan. Satan is like, I wasn't even there. But hey, that's all right. Blame me anyways. Shit, just blame me. I'll take it. Hell. Okay, hell. Can you imagine Satan? Oh, shit. Even Christ is like, I never said that. Christ is like, that's not what I said. Number one, let me tell you how I know that that's not what I said. Because I was alone in the wilderness. Nobody was there. How did I know what I said? I didn't say that. Have you ever seen somebody quoted a scripture? Somebody quoted what Christ said and Christ was by himself in the wilderness? How you heard me? How did you quote? That's like you telling me what I said last night when I was going to bed. Kirk said, man, women are crazy. But you wasn't there. Well, I know, but you still said it. Ma'am, until you're ready to stop being stupid, you're not going to stop being stupid. Blaming Satan, we blaming trauma. Sometimes it's just stupidity. Thank you, V, for sharing. We blame stupidity, because sometimes, let's be honest, we're being stupid. You heard me, Diamond? Sometimes listen. Low key. Sometimes we're being stupid and we don't want to admit. So we blame trauma. Trauma ain't that. Trauma. See, trauma and stupidity is two different things. Trauma and stupidity, two different things. If somebody don't show up, if somebody don't act right, if somebody ghosts you, if somebody hits you, yes, I get it. But damn it, God dang it. It's about self-respect, though. Thank you for the gifts. Thank you so much. Thank you, India. Thank you, Jazzy. Once you have self-respect, you realize everything else is not, once you have self-respect, nobody could manipulate you like that. Self-respect is Your self-respect has to be stronger than your feelings. Thank you so much, Jaja. Thank you so much. You blessed me today. Your self-respect has to be stronger than your feelings. Because if it's not, thank you, she's prevailing. If your self-respect is weaker than your feelings, oh Lord, hey, you get some problems. If your self-respect is weaker than your feelings, man, your feelings will F with you every day. If they have no emotional discipline, there it is. You know, the one thing about emotions, one thing about emotions, man. One thing about emotions, Lord have mercy. Emotions, if you have no emotional discipline, you will find yourself in some mess every single time. And it's not just with anger. Love will be put you in some mess, anger in some mess, sadness in some mess. Your period gonna be put you in some mess. Your this it's gonna be all mess. You know, we say women are more emotional. You know how much mess men be in? You know how much mess men be in? Men are very emotional too. We just do stupid things with our emotions. Stupid ass things. You know how emotional men gotta be to do them stupid ass things that we be doing? Stupid ass things. We be doing some stupid ass things. Like seriously. We be doing some stupid shit. You know how emotions get you cheating and lying? It's all emotions. Hey, LD, how you doing? That's why we be in jail. That's why we have the highest self deceased rate. We be doing some stupid shit. Emotion. If you have no emotional control, and then we blame everybody else for our lack of control. That's what I'm saying. The word narcissist has become so used. Hey, Yolanda, the word narcissist has become so overused. Ah, he's a narcissist. That's why. Because he keep doing it, and just because I mean, he's just a narcissist because he just. Oh, so why you all broke up? He's a narcissist. That's why. That says a lot. That says a lot. Yeah, he's a narcissist. He just keep doing the same thing. Well, did you stay there? Yes. So why did you stay? Because I love him. So your emotions got you stuck, and his emotion got him in trouble. Which one is worse than the other? I'm just saying because I love him. I keep giving him chances and chances and chances because I love him. I stayed, but he kept doing what he was doing. But yes, so then your presence made. Number one, he's doing what he's allowed to do. Number two, he keep doing it because you stay. Number three, he's doing it because he's raggedy. All right, right? Because number one, we raggedy. I get it. Don't say I'm blaming the victim. We do it. We do what we do because we're raggedy. I get it. We do what we do because we raggedy. I get it. I must be raggedy to do those raggedy ass behaviors. I must be raggedy. So I'm not blaming you for what he or she is doing. I'm telling you they are raggedy. Now what you gonna do about it? You okay? Now they're raggedy. Now what? Okay. Let's say somebody tell you I'm sick. Okay. What are you gonna do about it? Are you gonna get checked out? Well, no. Well then, what's the point of knowing that you're sick? I was looking for what was wrong. Now you find out what's wrong. What you gonna do? And I just wanted to know. That's what we do. You with a raggedy ass man or woman, and you stay, and then you blame them for being who they are. What are you gonna do? You see, the truth, the whole point of the truth is to set your ass free. Is to choose what you're gonna do. Thank you, Loki. The whole point of the truth is to decide when I have the truth, what am I gonna do? But if I have the truth and do nothing about it, then you're stupid. No, it sounds bad, don't it? It sounds bad when I say it. It sounds bad when I say it, but when you do it, it doesn't sound bad. I just make it sound bad. Thank you, Loki, for blessing me. Thank you so much. I just make it sound bad. You looking for all this stuff. I'm looking through his phone. I'm looking through his texts. I'm looking through his underwear. I'm smelling his drawers. His drawers smell like semen. Every time I smell his drawers smell like semen. His drawers all, and then then I ball top him. And when I ball top him, his balls like empty. There's no semen in his balls, so he just used it all up. You ever heard something like that before?
You know, when I top his, when he came home the other night, and I said, put your pants down, and he's like, why? And I said, because I need to know, I need to ball tap you. And he was like, but you don't trust me? And I said, how can I trust you when you come home late every single night? So he put his pants down and he said, look, see? And when I tap his balls, it's nuts. It was empty. There was nothing in it. And I'm like, you think I'm stupid? You must think I'm stupid. I'm not stupid. Who you give this to? What makes a person raggedy is when they decide they can treat someone like shit because they know they can get away with it. I like that too. I like that too. I like that too. I'm telling you, hey Liz, the left side. Loki, I'm serious. And I tap his balls, and he was like, he just moved like left and right. His balls were just hanging there. Like I know, I can tell when your balls are full. I can tell. I can tell when your balls are full and when they're empty. You just emptied out your balls, and you think you're smarter than me, but you're not. I'm telling you, you're not. Cause I'm that bitch. I'm that bitch. I'm. I go. You think my intuition is telling me that you're being cheated? My intuition. My intuition is. I have discernment. My intuition is telling me that you're cheating. Isn't that what you all be saying? How come your intuition? Actually, I don't know. But it seems like your intuition only works when somebody's doing something wrong. Like it didn't work when you met that person. Wait, how come? How come? How come your intuition didn't work when you met that person? How come it was just turned off? You just turned it off? Like you were single, it was turned off? Hey, you met that person, it was turned off. Hey, I didn't pick up nothing. But you start dating them. You start dating them. Intuition. You know, listen. Sometimes what you call intuition is common sense. Sometimes what you call intuition is common sense. They ain't coming home. They don't sleep with you. They don't touch you. They don't kiss you in their mouth, right? They don't really talk to you much. They're always ghosting you. My intuition is telling me, why do you need intuition? Why do you need intuition? That's like me using my GPS to go to Walmart that I go every day. If I use my GPS, if I go to Walmart every day, do I need my GPS to tell me how to get there? Like, come on. Come on. Wave your hand in the air and wave them like you just don't care. And if you have intuition and stuff, if I go to Walmart every day, do I need my GPS on to find my? No, I don't. No, I don't. My GPS only tells me what I don't know. But some of you see all the signs. You see all the signs. You see all the signs and wonders. You see all the behaviors. Thank you, Chesney. Thank you. Oh, thank you, LD. Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. You see all the signs. That person ain't coming home. That person don't even care to get. You see all makeup on their shirt. My intuition is telling me that you've been cheating for the past 6 years. Come on now. Hey, dancing. I mean, come on, man. Oh, holding the flags, right? Thank you, V. But understand, man, when you know somebody, when you know the truth, what are you doing with it? When you find the truth out, what are you doing with the truth? Just, one thing about the truth. One thing about the truth. But if you know you're right, you can't be gaslit. When when you when you know you're right, when you say the proof, you can't be gaslit. Have you ever known something and you just make you can't sleep all night? You up all night, you can't sleep, you can't. When you know when you know the truth, it's something about the truth that you just can't hold. That truth gotta come out. You gotta do something with it. Because if you don't, it f's with you. If you know the truth and you do nothing with it, it makes you suffer, don't it? You be there with your snotty nose. What's wrong with you? Nothing. You be looking crazy. What's wrong with you? Nothing. Leave me alone. But why are you crying? I'm not crying. I'm not crying. What's? Once you know the truth and you don't let it out, oh my God, boy, people think that you're crazy, you're nuts. Acting the fool. The truth has its own energy. It will make you deal. Indeed. Hey, Erica, what you, what you crying for? Who's crying? Who's crying? I'm not even crying. You just found out that he cheating or he lying or he has somebody pregnant. Shoot, I'm not even crying. Okay, my eyes are watering. But once you know the truth, man. But sometimes, man, listen. Sometimes the truth, man. When you don't, it can be very poisoning. The truth can be very poisoning. Anything that you don't use properly is poisoning. I promise you. Whatever you don't use properly, water, juice, anything, pills. If you don't use it properly, it poisons you. It hurts. First, the truth gonna piss you off, but then it sets you free. It's gonna piss you off first. It's gonna listen. It's gonna piss you off, but after you get pissed off, do something else. Baby, you married? Baby, you married? What kind of question is that? Baby, you married? How you call somebody baby and then ask them if they're married? It's either I'm a baby or I'm not married, but I can't be. I can't be both. What if I wasn't married? What then? As long as your right hand is doing good, the truth, man. I'm telling you. Hey, Shadrika, how you doing? But listen, man. I want to tell you all for real, man. I want to tell you all for real. I want to tell you all for real. The toxic mindset that you have, they're about to come get me. The toxic stuff that we experience. Thank you, Lydia. The toxic stuff that we experience in our minds and our bodies is ours. And until we free ourselves from those thoughts, from those judgments and expectations, that toxicity is not on the outside of us. It's not your ex. It's not your baby mama. It's not your baby daddy. It's not your husband. It's not your boyfriend. It's not people on the street. It's not the strangers. It's not your boss. It's within you. Nobody, nobody put anger in you. Nobody put anger in you. Your lives are very therapeutic. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Chief President. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I appreciate you. But seriously, man, nobody puts anger in you. Nobody puts misery in you. You decide to hold. You decide to think about it, connect to it, and then you bring it out. You decided to think about it, feel it, and then you experience, and then you expressed it. But nobody put it there. That came with you. That came with you. Jamisha and I would need to put you. It's better than you. Thank you, Loki. Thank you, Glenda. I appreciate you. But listen, though, let me get off of here. Let me go do my 100 pull-ups, 100 sit-ups, 100 knee raises, 100 leg raises. Oh, wait, Jamisha, that was kind of you. Jamisha, that was very. Jamisha just gave some 5 people membership. I don't even know how you do it. Thank you, Jamisha. Listen, if you are a member of my channel, remember we meet on Saturdays at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And for the ones who Jamisha just give membership to, we meet every Saturday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we have some very big discussions. Okay, we have some very big discussions. We do book clubs, we do meditations, and we do more of these questions and answers. Okay, so make sure you to your um, use that to your best interest. It's a bunch of us coming together on Zoom, and we meet on Zoom, and we hang out, and we speak, and we ask questions. We get clarity and meaning. Okay, so thank you so much, Jamisha. I appreciate that. And for the ones who just became members, I appreciate you. Make sure you use that membership on Saturdays at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right. You all have a blessed day. Let me get out of here. Let me go do my workout, and then I have to go and wash my cars. I love you too, Ashley. I love you too, girl. You have a blessed day. Thank you, Jamisha. Thank you, Miranda. You all be good and behave. All right. And remember, thank you, Loki. Say same to you more. Remember, your toxicity is yours. Okay. Your toxicity is yours. You are be blessed. I'm out. Blessings.